I can't tell if they genuinely can't understand me or if they're just incapable of it. I am a bed eater. Sorry. And so like it's about getting respect and having self-worth and caring about yourself and enforcing those boundaries. Good afternoon vlog. Wait. Good afternoon vlog. Today is February 24th, 2:07 p.m. Last night y'all saw me start cleaning this bookshelf right here. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm about to have group therapy at 2:30 though, so I feel like low-key I'm gonna turn my camera off and keep organizing the bookshelf. But I also haven't eaten. But I wanted to start this vlog because I didn't say anything the other day when I started the video, and also now I need to eat something. I know it's 2 p.m., but for some reason I'm craving scrambled eggs. Living room finally clean after I don't even know how long. My girlfriend, thank the Lord, put away all the Christmas decor. And I actually just cleaned this kitchen, but of course when you make dinner, you got random stuff out like pans. So let me go ahead and set y'all up, and I want to chat a little. Okay, so I've got the eggs. I've got some mushrooms that I'm gonna put in my eggs. I've got 2 leftover shrimp dumplings from Trader Joe's. I've got some turkey bacon I made the other day because I just decided to make the whole pack. And I have 1 avocado and some kombucha. And now I'm looking for a cutting board. So while I was upstairs, I was watching TikToks in bed, as one does. And the Not You 2 song came on by Drake. And I don't think people know how deeply that song really hit me, really affected me during the pandemic. Honestly, the first time I heard it, I was like driving really late after being someplace I probably had no business being. It was with friends, but I probably shouldn't have gone out. Point is. And it was the pandemic, so it was like really dark. And there weren't a lot of cars on the road because this was like around the time that we had a curfew. And yeah, I literally was listening to that song in the dark with like a 45-minute drive home. And I was literally just so sad and crying. So like that's, when people say don't drink and drive, that's the drink and drive I'm talking about. Anywho, I've only had more problems since that song came out. So that Not You 2 be hitting real hard. Not You 2. But today I was journaling. I journaled, I meditated. I was going to stretch, but I think I'm just going to skip the stretching and go to cleaning. But I did do some stretching last night because I think I messed up my hip at the gym doing like whatever that machine where you're kicking back. Anywho, so with that being said, I feel like I'm trying to get to a better place, but one of the things that came up when I was meditating, I was like, I have to stop telling myself the same story. And this story is nobody loves me, nobody understands me, nobody cares about me, people betray me, you can't trust anyone. So I felt Drake when he said, not you too. But also I felt him, trust who? Trust who? Like, so I made a TikTok about that.
First time in a long time, hurting deeply inside. First time in a long time, hurting deeply. Trust who?
Like,
The theme is,
oh, like really, trust who? So that's the mood I'm in right now. I'm gonna try to calm it down, but it's okay because I'm going to therapy in 15 minutes. So I will get the opportunity to talk about the things that are weighing heavily on my heart. And while I have enjoyed solo therapy, if that's what you would call it, in the past, hold on, I just need a fork. While I have enjoyed solo therapy in the past, I feel like lately group therapy has been helping because it's nice to be reminded that other people are going through the same things as me. Other people are struggling with life too. It is hard for everyone, not just myself. So, you know, the whole like not you too. Yes, I feel that. But also I'm just like, girly pop. That's not a girl because I have they them pronouns. I just feel like we're getting to a point where this story is getting old. This story is getting tired. And so I'm trying to figure out, what do I want my new story to be? Obviously, I want my new story to be that, I'm loved, I'm held, I'm supported, I'm successful, I'm wealthy, I'm healthy, I'm abundant. And I can give myself all those affirmations all day long. I actually did a month of affirmations every day. And guess what? By the end, I was feeling better. It does work. Affirmations do work. But you do have to believe them. So I feel like the longevity of doing it every day for a month is what helped. And at the time, it was when I was a TA in grad school. So I also had to walk. Well, I had to park. And the parking lots were like all around the outer rims of the campus. So then I'd still, after driving like 15 minutes to the school, then I'd still have to walk like 20 minutes from my car to where my class was. So yeah, that gave me a guaranteed time to listen to affirmations every day on the way there and on the way back. And so I was like, okay, I know that affirmations work, but I still haven't continued with them. Like, it felt like it was very imperative during that time in my life, especially when I was working on like my self-worth issues. And I'm like, is this a self-worth thing? Is it? I can't say that it is because, well, here's the thing. How people treat you can be a reflection of your boundaries and like the people that you let in and discernment and things like that. And I feel like early in my healing journey, I was able to recognize like I didn't set enough boundaries with that person. I let too much stuff slide. I should have walked away sooner, etc., etc. But then every now and again, you get backstabbed and something comes out of left field. And so it's like, what are you supposed to do then? Is it still your fault? Was I supposed to read the future and predict that that was going to happen? I'm not Jesus. I'm not sitting at the table saying one of you will betray me. But that's how I be feeling now. Now I feel like I gotta be like, one of y'all might betray me. But I'm not trying to do all that. I'm trying to have faith in humanity. I'm trying to have faith that there are more people like me. And it also, on the flip side, especially when you're like a spiritual person, I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel kind of sad when I hear like the whole like, oh, like you get what you attract. Because while that's true, it's also like, did I attract childhood trauma? Did I attract bad friends when I was nothing but a good person to them? And I'm sure that, the math of the universe, it adds up. And they're like, well, remember that one time you did this or said that or let this slide. But being angry at myself for like giving love to the wrong people doesn't really work for me. So I was even journaling and I was saying like, if it was about forgiving myself and being like, oh, I forgive you, Sierra, for having poor discernment because you literally did not know better and went out into the world with the best intentions and thought people had good intentions like you. But I wouldn't, like, I can't blame myself for that. So I'll say it right now. I forgive you, Sierra. You could not predict that at all because people just move in peculiar ways at times. That being said, when I was doing the thoughts about it all, I was like, okay, well, the things that I can control are my career. And I feel like at my house, as far as cleaning, myself. And so again, coming back to, I just have to surrender this story and focus on the things that I can control. What other people do, that's none of my business. And yes, it can affect you, but they always tell that story, like if a snake bit you, you're not going to chase it down and be like, why did you bite me? And even in some cases, I know why some of these snakes bit me because some of these snakes, anyway. But the point is that even if I know the reason, it doesn't necessarily justify it to me because I'm like, well, I would never do that. I would have never said that. I would have never done that, whatever. And so I can't, the problem is that my mind wants to make logical sense out of something that does not make sense. I can't make it make sense. Just like these people have continued to misunderstand me. I can't tell if they genuinely can't understand me or if they're just incapable of it. And so with that being said, I'm focused on what I can control. And that's me, my business, my house, my body. I've been going to the gym. I've been journaling, meditating, doing yoga. If I'm not at the gym, I'll work out here. I've been eating healthy. It's been snowing a lot here, so I can't say I've been going outside, but once it starts getting warmer, I'll start going outside again. I love spending time in nature. I love going on runs, and yeah, I feel like the problems that I'm having are social and emotional relationships, and so I'm like, but everything else is fine. Like if I don't think about those people and those situations and those things, actually life is good. Actually life is fine. So I'm like, okay, so how do we get to where I'm not thinking about these things and I'm not focused on those things? Now, I could say, number one, I still have to heal and work through those things. There's grief and all of those things. So I'm not saying that I'm just completely expecting. Sorry, I gotta keep a watch on the clock. I can't say that I'm just like completely expecting to just get over everything immediately. I know healing takes time. Sadly, it takes time. I wish it didn't take as much time as it does, especially for me. Some people seem to get over stuff like that. I don't know if it's just me, but I be holding on to stuff a little too long. And it's not on purpose. Trust me, if I could just let it go, snip, snip, I would. And I feel like that is also the misunderstanding. I'm trying to look for something to eat at. My cat bowl. I feel like the other misunderstanding is like as if people like want to hold on to these negative feelings on purpose. I'm sure other people who have held on to things realize that no, that's not the case. Nobody wants to hold on to negative feelings. It's just really hard to let them go. And you know, in my journal, I was saying like it's not like I can't start healing now, like waiting for an apology that's never going to come. Even if that apology did come, like I don't want to wait to start healing until the apology comes. Like I have to start my healing journey now. And what does that look like? And that's kind of where I'm at. Like I want to be transparent because it's like it's not all sunshine, rainbows, and tattoos, although that is a part of my life. I feel like on the flip side, I'm still doing a lot of internal work, and that's what I'm focused on. Real bad. The best hot sauce for my eggs? Yes. So we've got egg dumpling turkey bacon. I high-key need to add some kimchi. So get a little probiotic or prebiotic. Honestly, I don't even remember which one it is. I've got that hot sauce, and then I've got some avocado, and I'm about to pour a glass of this, and my therapy starts in 2 minutes, so I gotta run upstairs, so I'll see y'all in a bit. Before I do that, I want to say we made these pickles out of Korean radish. I don't know why I won't focus. Anywho, so these are the pickles slash kimchi that I'm having. I recommend it. Make your own pickles. It's great. And it's not that hard either. And you can kind of make up the recipe and flavor. I am a bed eater. Sorry.
You can. You don't get anyone to do anything. You can set your boundaries and enforce them if they don't want to respect you. I mean, it is what it is. You have to figure out what place they have in your life, if that makes sense. So we can't make anyone do anything. And then you have to maybe weed these people out of your life, set boundaries with them and see if they follow them, or limit your interactions with them.
Okay, well, that was a very funny and interesting group session. I actually ended up really loving the therapist. I feel like she was like, no bullshit, straight to the point. Like, I feel like I got a lot of good information from other people as well. And I also had the opportunity to speak up about my issues, and other people were able to say how they related to those issues. And overall, I feel like it was really good and nice. And it was actually my first time going to that group therapy session. But I think I'm gonna go back again next week, and you know, I guess as long as it keeps serving me. But yeah, I feel like I need to like process what happened. She gave a lot of good resources, gave some worksheets, and I mean, the session was about setting boundaries. But I'm just like, dang, like there was a lot that happened. Whew, setting boundaries is hard, but the main thing that she emphasized is like setting boundaries like is the same thing as, you know, wanting respect. And so like it's about getting respect and having self-worth and caring about yourself and enforcing those boundaries. And if the people around you love you and respect you, they will respect those boundaries. So yeah, and your boundaries also don't have to make sense to anybody else. It only has to make sense to you. And obviously that can be misconstrued and abused by some, but like the main point is like knowing how you want to be spoken to and how you want your time respected and your privacy respected and just so many different things. So yeah, now I just need to smoke and really sit and think about that. Because that was crazy.
Grades, but not the construction. It just seems like he's supposed to be at the spot, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just organizing my shelf. It was bothering me. I need to like, I've been trying to declutter slowly. I'm sorry, I'm still listening.
Oh no, you're good. I'm like, we were just talking and I go, focus, you locked in.
Yeah, because I'm tired of my shelves looking like this. It's like where all my like skincare and stuff are, like my body brush. And I'm just like, I need a better system because it's not looking cute.
Yeah,
But I have a bunch of random shit.
I feel that. Period. Period.
One more shelf, the jewelry. Okay, I've cleaned this whole bookshelf. Hair stuff, face and body, jewelry, other body and random stuff, and like my junk and all my crochet hats and some regular hats. And then there's my cat. Yeah? You want to say hi? Hello, Prismo.